Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
I hate that fella's intellectual input, by the way, in the background there.
Are you not enjoying it?
It's always, but then why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you get us cocktails every week, man?
Yeah.
And worry about that
and
alone.
not have to be sitting here drinking tins of Rockshore. Fair play to Rockshore, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Rockshore is the new sponsor of the Kendy and Raybo podcast. What?
They're not. It's the Blind Tiger Cocktail Club and
All right.
Anderson's Mendes Event
Let's
Centre.
not have any fun with it then, Ray. You're
no,
right.
we can't because we're contractually obliged not to have crack with it.
This is shite. So they actually, in the small writing at the bottom, it said, lads, do whatever you want in the big writing. And then it said at the bottom, don't do whatever you want and don't have any crack with this at all.
Precisely.
In the tiny little writing at the bottom of the contract. That we never signed, actually, either, Brendan.
That's true.
I don't know why I'm on a Brendan hating thing today. I don't know what it is.
It's his face.
It is the head on him.
It's his face.
Do you know it's frustrating that it actually is the head on him? Like, that really annoys me. Let me just double check that we're all recording. We are. Back to the head on Brendan.
Yeah.
It is just the head on him that
just
annoys me.
plain and simple.
You know? And he's always throwing it out. Do you know what? I was having lunch today with Brendan, right?
All right.
Already sick of looking at him, right? So I said, you know what I'll do now while I'm sick of looking at him? I'll take out my phone, right? I took out my phone. The first thing that came up was a video of Brendan. I was like, I can't get away. I can't get away from this baldy bastard.
How can you imagine how his wife actually feels?
Oh, but she must be sick to death.
She disconnects the internet when he leaves the house.
She turns off everything.
Just turned off the master switch at the ESP. You know?
And puts the whole thing off.
Whole
when he's
thing
gone.
off, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I can't be looking at that film again. And Lord knows if I open up my Instagram, he'll be honest.
Absolutely. She's not on social media as a result.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, why is Brendan all over our social media though, Ray?
Well, first of all, it's 130.
Okay, well, let's go. It's 130, lads. We'll go to why it's not 130 in a minute.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Or why it is 130.
Why it could have been 130.
Why it could have been 130.
Why it is 130.
Why it is 130.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm confused. Back to why Brendan's all over our social media. The So Funny Comedy Festival is on this week, Monday all the way through to next Monday as well, because there's a festival in town. So for any of those, go on to ticketweb.ie or just sofunnycomedysligo.ie or something along those lines, and you'll get tickets. This is going out Thursday morning.
No, it is me. Shite going out Thursday morning.
What's you on about?
I'm hoping to squeeze it out tomorrow.
You want to squeeze this out?
Yeah.
Let's squeeze one out tomorrow. I like that idea. I've said it's nice.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, squeeze it out on your end.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it, Ray. That's big sexy.
So if you're hearing this of a Tuesday evening or a Wednesday morning, it's
you have
because
time.
I squeezed it out.
Yeah, Ray squeezed it out. And because of Ray squeezing, right? Because he was pinching it,
People
right?
might hear this, yeah.
You have time now to get involved in the Kendy and Raybo Having a Clue panel show on Thursday night in Anderson's.
So it is.
8:30. The tickets are €45 each. No, they're not. I don't know what they are.
Although they are quite frightening when you go on. When you go onto the ticket web, there's three options, right? You can buy a table of two. That's over 30 quid.
£30 for a table of two.
Then you go up to 4 and it's over 60 quid.
Yeah, I know. That scares you.
And then you go to 6 and she's fecking nearly €100.
But that's the way. Yeah, but obviously you split it up.
White snake like.
You know? Yeah, but no one is buying a table at a white snake gig, Ray. Just to let you know that's the reason.
I
have a table of 6, please, to pour some sugars on me.
I'll tell you a story later about white snake.
Oh, no, okay. So, you have time now to go to the show. It's going to be unreal crack. We have Terry's Markey on board. Yeah. We have Buzzy on board
Buzzy's coming.
Buzzy's back, baby. We have John's Killeary on board, and it's going to be a 3v3 panel show, like your 8 out of 10 cats, all that kind of crack, with good crack rounds, right? We're going to do the countdown rounds, and I can't wait, Ray. It'll be mathematical skills galore. We couldn't get Rachel Riley. She was costing a fortune. Now, that's happening all week. Make sure you have the crack with that. We got to tell them why it's 130.
Oh, yeah, because it could have been 131.
Should have been 131.
Should have been.
Now, I am the most skilled audio processing engineer in this room.
You're getting there.
Look, fucking hell, right?
You know.
Take it easy for a second now.
I'm listening.
Last week, for some reason, it got glitched out of it, man, like it had a bag of yolks, and none of the audio worked.
Sounded like we were robots.
It was Wednesday night when we realised that when we went to EDOT.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You says to me, sure, I can't be recording again. I said, we have to record again right now, Ray. I was bulling for it. Like,
no, actually, you didn't.
I'm trying to talk for you for a sec.
No, wait a minute. This is Monday night. I said,
close your mouth when you're talking to me.
No, I said, no, it wasn't even Monday night. It was Tuesday night.
Please, close your eyes and talk to me, please.
I was sitting there on the couch going, sure, I could tip over now and do it. No more interest, you didn't.
No, I was definitely working or something. There was something going on.
Working on a PlayStation.
Ray, please, close your mouth and talk to me for a sec, because I want to talk to you. I don't know what it was. We couldn't record again anyway. And so we ended up going, what are we going to do with this? And then we said, you know what? Nothing.
Would you be inclined to put it up in the Patreon anyway?
You lads, you want to hear what came out, man?
Members only. Anyone that's paying the old pledges there on the Patreon, we'll put it up, and if you can decode it, or fix it, you'll have a lost episode.
But when I started listening to it, I thought we were getting tooken, right? I thought that there was like 3 UFOs above the house. That's what it sounded like. I was like, this is it. This is where I get pulled up into orbit and I get fiddled with by aliens.
UFOs.
Not for sexual pleasure. They just want to see what's going on with the anatomy.
They want to understand us.
The worrying they want to understand us. The worrying thing about that is they'd go back to like their overlords, the main man. Well, what are the humans like? If they took me, we'd say.
Yeah.
What are the humans like? Yeah, that's bad. They have 2 legs like us and they have 2 arms. No. They have massive 16-inch sex organs.
Right.
And then they think that's the same with everyone, like.
Right. So I actually, for a minute there, I didn't know where this was going. Now I know.
You should have known.
Should have known. Yeah.
Anyway, look, let's get on to the crack with you or anywhere. Is the world getting messed up? Who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
You went away on a holiday.
Well, that was the plan, you see. We recorded on the Monday so that I could go away on the Wednesday. And we announced that on the episode that was lost.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to just announce that I had a little holiday after we realised there was no episode.
Yeah, they didn't get the prerequisite
warning.
episodes.
Yeah.
Warning.
The warning.
Yeah.
So I was gone. I went to Geneva.
You did, which is like maybe Lanzarote at Gran Canaria or something like that.
No,
seems normal. But Geneva, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Ourself took a notion that we go and support the housemate in one of his gigs out in Geneva.
Johnny Gallagher was ripping guitar.
Yeah, and Sean O'Reilly, who we live with,
he was bushed in guts with the drum kit.
Bushed in drums. So Laura said, we'll go over to Geneva and support him.
Yeah.
So we've booked flights to Geneva. They got cancelled because that's what happens these days.
What?
They just, Aer Lingus just pulled the flight.
They pulled the flight off you?
They did, yeah. So we booked a replacement flight into Lyon on the Wednesday night.
Okay.
Now, travelling with Laura.
Right.
Very different.
Tough.
Do you know something? We're two alike. Do you remember in previous podcasts I spoke about having the black book?
Yeah.
Which was kind of where I had printed off all the tickets.
Yeah, Red pulled out the big black book.
Yeah, she's the same.
No way.
And it's vexing when you meet someone that's the same as you.
I love that, by the way. You're making all my face happy right now. Because you've met your match, like.
I have, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why my face is happy.
We fell out before we even left on the Wednesday night because we had to have these forms printed out for France to get into France. And we're like, I basically declare that I don't have the COVID.
Right.
It's just an A4 Word document.
I don't have the COVID.
I don't have the COVID. Signed Ray, 2 French.
Did you put an exclamation mark after COVID? I don't have COVID.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Because that,
all capitals.
Drive it home. Yeah, all caps.
She, anyway, took my form and put it in a plastic pouch.
Right. And that ruined your form.
No, but in my head, my form...
Yeah, your form, like. You were off form then.
My form was upset then because I then took it out of the plastic pouch, left the pouch there, and folded it up and put it into my passport. That's where I wanted
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
Man, I'm the same as you, man. I fold up boarding passes, I fold plane tickets, I fold everything up into the passport.
Yeah, she didn't take a while now that I had gone and ruined all the work.
That's like the old one going on the first ever holiday. You know what I mean?
Go on.
Like everything's organised. Like I have everyone's passports in this folder and I have all the boarding passes, all this kind of stuff.
But she had that. She had a pouch for me and a pouch for her.
What?
I didn't understand it. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, it's not my thing either, Laura. Now you're pissing me off, Laura, if I'm being honest.
Then there was toiletries.
Right.
She bought bottles, individual bottles for the toiletries. So I put all the shampoo in a little bottle, all the washing up liquid in a little bottle, all the...
Wait now.
Sorry,
what fucking dishes is you washing in Leon?
The washing up liquid.
I'll just do a bit. Like you're in the restaurant, Laura, please. No, I'll do a small bit. I'll just get this plate done and then I'll leave you.
Washing up liquid for men. For men. It would wash up a man like.
Are you fucking washing in fairy?
No,
non-bio.
Radox, relaxing.
Right, okay.
So we're all in little bottles anyway.
Human washing up liquid.
I says I have all the small yolks, the little ones that cost like €10 to buy a little,
Off 9. But you get them through the customs.
You get them through in the customs, yeah. Anyway, she said, look, I have them all there. I was like, all right, I'll take this. Right. And I put them in my little wash-up bag.
You did?
You did, yeah. What do you think was the first thing to bust? The plane.
Oh, Jesus.
I had washing up liquid everywhere.
Jesus Christ. And, there's nothing worse than a soggy bag.
I had a soggy bag.
If you please, Ray.
Yeah, I had nothing worse than a soggy bag.
I'm only saying, so don't take anything from that you shouldn't, but there is nothing worse than a soggy old bag, especially when you're travelling. I would have asked the pilot to turn around,
All right.
I would have said, just bring me home, because fuck this,
The thing about it is, I think I was rebelling against the organisation.
Oh yeah, you were fighting the
basically,
man.
she was
in this case, it was Laura's the man.
I'm normally the man.
Yeah.
And then in this case, Laura became the man.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to comply.
Makes sense. I didn't want to say it to you, but a year
comply. I didn't want to comply. I wanted to wear the trousers. So that's why I took the sheet out of the pouch and put it in my passport. So I do my way.
Yeah.
And in fairness, I went with her with the bottles of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think it was my own fault because I didn't close it right. So I messed up there in fairness.
Tighten everything up, Ray.
Tighten everything up.
Relationship wise and
Yeah.
condiments wise, or whatever the hell they're called. Body condiments. But go on anyway. What about the rest of your, like, what was the crack over there?
Well, I had booked the first night.
Right.
And it was in Leon. And I had booked it on the booking.com.
You were staying in an Instagram room.
Yes. I looked at it on the booking.com and I that's an Instagram room.
That's an Instagram room.
And I presented this to her about 6 weeks ago and she instantly disliked it.
What?
Because she hadn't booked it. Again, this is the problem. There's a power struggle happening here.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait to see this unfold further down the line. Like.
She booked the one in Geneva and she thought that was class, which it was. It was always class. It was a beautiful spot.
But all of them are classes,
But
you.
I said I'd take care of the Leon one. Yeah. So I booked the one in Leon Mooney. And in there was the Instagram room and she's like, I don't like it. And I said, Jesus, we can change it. But when she landed then, she realised it was an Instagram room.
That's an Instagram room. Yeah.
And the sexual tension between her and the woman that owned it.
What?
Oh, yeah. They were full on complimenting each other.
And how old is this woman?
We landed this at the door, Agnes.
Right?
We landed at the door and there was an Agnes.
It's not, look, I'm just going to say, it's not the sexiest name I've ever heard. Like, let's say, like, sorry now for putting this vision in everyone's head, like, and it's only for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
You're saying there was sexual tension between Laura and Agnes, right? Let's say if something happened and you went downstairs for a drink and you come back up and you hear a little bit of a ruction inside in the room and all you hear is, ooh, Laura, and then all you hear is, oh, Agnes, Agnes, Agnes. True. Like, it's not the sexiest name I've ever heard, man. Definitely not.
Agnes, I'd say she was in her late 40s, early 50s. And she's stereotypical kind of short hair, French lady, you know.
Did you keep an eye on herself?
Oh, she would do, yeah.
Yeah, the French do keep an eye on themselves.
Yeah. No, and in fairness, when we landed, sure, Laura's first thing, she's lovely.
Oh, right, okay, so she was into it.
Yeah, and then Agnes turns around and said, you are so sexy.
What the?
With this outfit. And I was going, hello, I'm here. What about me? How do I look?
She had no interest in you, Agnes?
She had no interest in me.
Do you think that genuinely was it because she, and this would be a good round for the quiz we're doing, the panel show, French or lesbian?
What does that do?
Because, like, the French are very open about, like, you know, the whole, like, they're wide open, man.
They were, because for days I was walking around and there was people stopping her going, you're lovely.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying, French or lesbian.
Yeah.
So, like, that woman, Agnes,
how
Agnes runs a B&B in Fermoy. I'm sorry, like, but she does. Agnes, do you think she was into Laura, or was she just like, I just want to let you know? Yeah,
she's French.
She's French.
Okay, see where this is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, French or lesbian.
The French.
No, she was just French. That's really good. I like that.
Yeah, because they do, like, I've seen it. Like, they're wide open, man.
Yeah, no, it made the night staying there now a little bit kind of,
uneasy.
Yeah, because every time we kind of walked by or said hello, I just felt this kind of, there was another party going on there.
You thought you were going to be in one of those films.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I thought I'd be holding the camera in one of those films, you know?
No, keep it going. Just to stop saying Agnes. Stop calling her Agnes.
Yeah. Leon is lovely.
Right.
I like Leon.
Is Leon an old school city?
I have to say, I think a lot of people don't rate it or wouldn't think of going, but it's definitely a place you go for a weekend break.
Would you?
Or something. Or it's not got one river. It's two.
What?
It's got two separate
A pair of rivers.
A pair of rivers.
Ah, sure, that alone, man.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of washing in that.
It's a beautiful old city on hills, and it's got Roman ruins, and it's got amphitheatres, and it's got everything I want.
So where's Geneva, Switzerland?
Geneva's in Switzerland. It's 2 hours train journey from Leon.
From Leon. Okay, so you're in Leon. Let's try and either broaden some stereotypes or squash them.
Right.
I'm
with you.
The French people.
Yeah. Horrid judgmental.
Says us now about to judge them.
Yeah, as we judge them. But they're nice, like, they were friendly. But just as because it's off the tourist track, they all speak French. It's a very French spot.
They won't speak English for you. And that's just ignorant, like.
But yeah, it was, because you were sitting at like tables and restaurants, English menu, and they look at you going, no, I'm French.
They wouldn't even break from their own language.
No!
Like, that is as ignorant as that I've ever heard.
Then again, I suppose, how many restaurants in Sligo do you know have a French menu?
That's the thing. It's only one.
Oh.
There's a shower in Oceans down the town there. You know at the bottom of Market.
Coutremont.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is. It's in Market Street.
Yeah,
you know that one? I ate there last Wednesday, Ray. I did not belong.
Market Street. Which one?
You know the big fancy restaurant? There's a big Michelin
Across from
2021.
the funeral home.
Across from the funeral home. And there was a funeral on as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, this beef is nice. Sorry for your troubles.
It wasn't beef. It was buff.
Oh, but that, and listen to me now. Okay, lovely fucking restaurants, right? There was a lovely restaurant.
Are we allowed to talk about other
I
restaurants?
hope he doesn't listen. That's all I'm worried about, Ray.
He wouldn't. He's French.
That's the fucking thing.
Because we don't do a French version of this podcast.
No. Thank God.
Yeah.
I went into Le Restaurant Michelin, right? Le Restaurant Michelin.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call it for the purposes of this.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't belong. I put on a good fair shirt. I still didn't belong.
belong.
I still did not belong in there. But I went eating, right? Your man came up to take our orders.
Yeah.
It took about 20 minutes, man.
Why?
Because he had to explain every ingredient that was in everything and why it's so fantastic.
And because you couldn't understand a word of the menu.
I was like, I don't want the pear. Like,
Shallots.
Pear. Yeah, that's shallot of shite, man, if you ask me.
Yeah.
He's explaining everything. So this sits on, everything was on a bed, right? I was like, man, there wouldn't be, in an army barracks, wouldn't have as many fucking bunk beds, man, as what's going on here. So this sits on a bed of potatoes, and then that's on a bed of beef, and then there's a bed of ice cream under that. So what the fuck, man? Everything's on a bed.
I know how you feel. Sure, I went for the breakfast the first morning, right? We landed in, we said we'd get somewhere nice.
Yeah.
And I had a place in mind. I said, we're going to go to this place and it's going to have lovely stuff.
Yeah.
We were in 5 minutes outside the hotel and we seen this beautiful outdoor cottage cafe thing.
Oh, lovely.
And she says, we'll go there.
Oh,
And I
her
said,
choice again.
Great.
Yeah.
She says, I'll get a coffee. Surely you'll get something to eat. There was 4 items on the menu.
Right.
I did not understand a word of any of them.
A
So
bagel.
I just picked number 2. And it was fish.
Oh.
Fish on baby potatoes.
Fish in the morning.
Yeah, I had my first ever time I don't know what kind of fish it was. It still had the skin in it, so it looked like it was fresh out of the water.
Was it fucking alive?
But you have to remember, 2 rivers.
Yeah, they have to fucking fish it out, lads. They have 2 rivers in there. Ray put up 3 fingers, by the way, for anyone who's wondering.
Yeah, anyway, that was, again, just the prices.
Yeah, but
Price
fish in the
fish as well.
Why was it crazy?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but sure, there'd be big pretentious out. No, I'm just saying.
It got worse then in Geneva.
Right.
So when we got the train then from Lyon to Geneva.
Switzerland is crazy expensive, apparently.
Oh my God.
Man, you want to remortgage a house, man, before you go on a holiday there, like?
We went on a simple night out the first night we got to Geneva.
Simple enough, says
Simple enough. We said we'd get a little bar and we'd sit there and we'd look at things. Right? Like a walk in the park.
Are we going to do this again?
No, we're not. Like a talk in the dark. No, so we were having that talk in the dark, sitting there at the cocktail bar, and we asked them, do you do any of these Long Island iced teas? Now, you'll be familiar with these because Jamie's down in Lily's, who I can't mention because that's a different bar.
No,
I'm not
excuse
supposed
me
to sponsor
now.
them. I'm after making a big mistake here now.
Oh.
I meant to say Johnny down in the Blind Tiger Cocktail Club.
Oh, yeah, the only cocktail club in Sligo. And anyone else is only a pretended old shite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect, we fixed it. Okay, go.
Oh, God.
Right, go on, Ray.
That one to Brian.
A Long Island iced tea. What's in a Long Island iced tea?
I know Coke and alcohol.
Vodka and brown.
Vodka and brown, yeah.
Okay.
It's vodka and brown.
Okay.
And asked for those, and we got them. Right?
Okay.
And then we got another pair of them.
Oh,
and then we got
Jesus.
another pair of them.
You weren't looking at the price at all.
138 euros for 6 drinks.
What?
We got the hop of our lives.
Jesus Christ, you'd have not left for the rest of the holiday.
No, that was it. We finished at that
Fucking
point.
hell, yeah.
Yeah, because after that, there was no more dinners out. There was no more lunches out. There was no more breakfast.
Go away.
That was the entire spending money for the holiday gone on 6 drinks.
Okay, first of all, like that is crazy expensive.
Yeah.
You don't go on holidays for a week, Ray, with 138 euro.
Well, no. Well, we had a little bit extra, right? And Laura essentially survived on bread rolls the remainder of the week. And I'd have a bit, like she'd have it in the bag.
I do have a little bit.
And
She was feeding you like the pigeons.
She kept me like a pigeon for the rest of the week, yeah. I'm hungry, Laura. Here, have some bread.
She threw it on the ground, man. You would peck it up off the ground.
Yeah. Oh, she was
Well, that's how she could find you as well. Like, she'd leave a little trail behind and you'd follow her eventually.
Because the cocktails, now the reason we made the mistake is the cocktails on the board said like 12 euro. At least we thought it said 12 euro. Because
Are they a different fucking number system in
but
Switzerland?
it was all in fucking French. So what we thought was 12 euro.
But 12 is 12, like.
Yeah, but it was a bottle of, I thought it was a bottle, I think it was a bottle of Coke or a bottle of water. It's what we were seeing.
Jesus.
So when we queried it when the bill came out, that's what happened.
And like how much? So 6 of them, 138. I'm not great. That's about 80 quid a drink.
They're 23 euros a drink.
Huh?
23
Is it?
euros
Oh shit,
a
that's
cocktail.
how
Which we must say to Johnny in the Blind Tiger Cocktail Club, you need to up your prices.
He wants to up his prices.
There's money to be made in these cocktails.
Apparently so.
Apparently so. And you beside a river as well.
Yeah,
you know?
So here you go, Johnny, right? The Blind Tiger. In the morning, fish for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right? Caught straight out of the Garavogue.
Yeah.
Well, I would not want to be catching them straight out of the Garavogue there.
Yeah.
But anyway, straight out of there, with maybe an old condom stuck to them or something. And €23 cocktails
€23.
for the Long Island Ice Kendys.
Imagine you even put up an ad. This weekend only, €23 long iced tea. See how many you get in.
Is that not more expensive? Yeah, it is. But what about it?
Yeah.
Now, Geneva, Ray.
We went on a tour
Of
Geneva.
Oh, yeah, you went the whole tour of Geneva.
We did the
in general.
hop on, hop off bus.
Right, and how many times you hop on and off?
Once.
Right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't hopping off
It
enough,
wasn't
Ray.
very hop on, hop off. It was boring as fuck for the first hour. Because it brought us around.
Hour?
Yeah, it's a 3-hour tour.
This what annoys me, about people on holiday. Is Laura adventurous? Is she
She is, yeah, very adventurous.
Oh, fuck, I couldn't be dealing with her.
Why?
If you were away for what, 5 days, were you?
4, I suppose. Thursday, Friday,
4
Saturday. 3
days.
days even.
Okay, 3 days.
Yeah.
And you decided to spend 3 hours, of those 3 days.
Of one of those days. But sure, you can get the whole city in one run.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even want to get the city. I'd want to get one bar and that looks nice.
Oh, you just want to find somewhere that looks like... I nearly did it again. Somewhere that looks like Anderson's or the Blind Tiger cocktail bar.
Like
and
a
sit
little
there
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be relaxing on them. This is the thing as well. I have friends
It was
of mine.
very relaxable.
Relaxable.
Yeah.
But on a bus for 3 hours.
Oh, we had Gabriel. Gabriel was from somewhere in Africa.
Gabriel. Oh, he was from Africa.
He was an African gentleman.
Right, okay.
And he had relocated to Geneva by the looks of things.
Okay.
And he talks about himself from the third person a lot.
Oh, I love that about him already.
So we'd pull up to a place because this is a whole diplomatic community called, and then part of it is the World Trade Organization. And he goes, and one of the other ones was the World Health Organization. We actually seen where all the
WHO?
Yeah.
Who?
And the United Nations. We've
Right.
seen them too. All these big spots. And he's going to, and some people, they said to me, Gabriel, what did they do in the World Trade Organization? And I said, I do not know. I had asked them, but they did not tell me. So I say, Google it.
Imagine
like,
that
easy
was the
as
whole
an
thing. What's that house there in the right there, Gabriel?
I do
People
not
ask
know.
Gabriel all the time. I say, I don't know, Google it.
Google it.
He's
Yes.
some fucking guy,
You can
isn't
find
he?
out, yeah.
And were you on a bus or an open top bus?
That was the good thing. It was the bus for the first hour. Then we were on a little tram that brought us through the old town for the second hour.
Oh, yeah.
And then the third hour was on a little boat that brought us around the lake.
Oh, that's pretty cool because that breaks it up a little bit at least.
It did, yeah. But it was nice. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
But the main reason we're there was to go to this festival.
Yes. I can't believe we haven't even got to that yet, man. And all the time
don't
we're
worry,
talking.
we'll cut this
Jesus
down,
Christ
don't worry.
almighty. We've been talking, just for people who don't realise what we edit, we've been talking now for 4.5 hours. And it's probably only minute 15 for you.
Yeah. The festival was guitar on scene, and it was for 1,000 people. It was outdoors in a little town called Saint Julien.
Were you podded out of it?
What?
Did you get podded?
What's podded?
Were you podded? Or is it wide open?
Oh no, there's not fenced. Wide open, no mask.
No,
nothing.
you weren't fenced in.
Absolutely perfect.
Like farm animals?
Nothing.
Nothing
It
like
was
that?
Pure normal.
Were you masked out of it?
No.
Were you blindfolded out of it?
None of it.
Okay, it sounds like normal life.
A normal life festival.
Yeah,
Even though
okay.
they are wearing masks around the place, you know.
Some people are still wearing them.
Yeah, although they're all wearing them on public transport or
Okay.
all that sort of stuff. So
Cool.
similar to here, but festival ahead, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it was great.
Who was playing at it? Johnny Gallagher and the
Johnny
Boxty
Gallagher,
Boys.
and then some lad from France called Louis Bertonac.
Right.
And he was very French. I spoke all in French. It was shit. I mean, what the hell? I know I'm an Irish person at a French festival,
I get it though.
giving out about the fact that he's speaking their native language, but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't
And
know
is
what
he
he was
like
saying.
one of the Irish ballad singers where they it's 15 minutes chat and then maybe a 5-minute song
No, he's just playing rock and roll.
Right,
Just
okay, old
belted.
school rock and
Yeah,
roll job.
Yeah.
And did him and Johnny?
Yeah, he did jammed.
Oh, they jammed it
Yeah,
out of it.
Yeah. One thing very disturbing: they have a little wheelchair platform. Do you know at festivals they have a little platform where people on wheelchairs can get up on this platform and watch the gig,
Yeah.
so they can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually French people dancing on the platform. I thought that was very insulting.
Ignorant, man. They're the most ignorant race.
It's one thing to use it, but also then to poke fun at anyone in a wheelchair and go, ha! Not only are we going to use your spot, we're going to dance.
Why don't you get up and join us? So you're giving out so much.
But that was very upsetting.
I just realised I called them the most ignorant, but and
The French.
technically that's racist, but I don't care,
Yeah.
I hope Elodie's listening. She's a French friend of ours. Anyway, go on. Anyway,
Yeah, that was a holiday. It was really nice.
now,
You any questions?
have I any questions? Not really. I haven't got a huge amount of questions. I was jealous looking at it,
Oh yeah.
especially when I saw the picture of you and Sean and Smoothie and Laura having the crack at the festival.
Yeah.
And I think when I saw that photo, I think I was working at something, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is shite.
Yeah.
But I have to hold out for this fucking wedding. I can't do anything in the meantime.
Yeah, it's fine, but you're getting married.
I know, yeah, I'm getting married or whatever. Jesus Christ. Okay. But I did want to congratulate you, and I hope this isn't insulting. I wanted to congratulate you on your Instagram boyfriending because you were flawless for the week.
That wasn't flawless all the time. It wasn't. When I started off, I took a photo and she kind of says to me, that's pure dark. And I kind of went, well,
fuck,
but you were standing in the dark spot.
Yeah.
She said, why didn't you tell me I was that? I said, I'm allowed to tell you what to do. And she goes, yeah,
she
tell
needs
me.
direction, Ray.
Yeah, so all of a sudden I come into my own.
Right,
I said,
okay.
so if I can tell you, I said, move that foot, put that, arch that arm, that outfit's not working for me at all, go home and change. I had everything down at that stage.
I love the idea of so you're there for 3 days. The first day you're taking the photos with an iPhone.
Yeah.
And she doesn't realise how gradual this happens. But by day 3, you have a massive Canon camera with lens that your phone, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
All of a sudden you've just become this.
Yeah.
No, I have to say because that is tough work being an Instagram boyfriend on holidays.
She's not demanding though, in fairness.
It is, but it's tough though. And you passed that with flying colours.
Thank you.
And the worst thing is now she knows, Ray.
Oh, that's the downside.
Now she knows, and when the Bjors find out that the boyfriend is willing to stand and take photos for 3 days, you're going to be done for the rest of any holiday you go on. Honestly. She'd be saying, did you pack everything? Yeah, I did. I don't care. Where's your phone? But all my male accoutrements all bursting up. I don't care. Where's your phone?
I enjoyed it though.
No, you did, and it looked like it was actually genuinely class crack.
Yeah, it's good crack.
Any other old crack besides?
Devastating news.
What?
Boycie's died.
Oh, I seen that, yeah.
Terrible.
You know, it's mad, because you get to an age where the people that you watch growing up die,
Yeah, this Boycie from Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, Only Fools and Kendys, yeah.
And but I learned some interesting facts.
Go on.
First of all, apparently he was recently made an honorary citizen of Serbia.
Oh, well, look, if anyone deserved it, Ray.
Wasn't that the oddest thing in the world?
No, he deserved
Apparently
it.
the show was massive over there and they made him an honorary citizen.
Is it?
Not Delboy. Not Dave. Boycie.
Where do you think that we would become honorary? Would we ever given the key? Imagine if I was given the key to Castlereagh.
I doubt it.
You know what I mean?
No, it's not going to happen for us.
If you were given the field of Killala.
Or Mayo, an honorary citizen of Mayo.
Yeah, well,
that
that definitely won't happen, man.
No.
But, certainly not for you. They don't care about your podcast.
Yeah.
They want to know how much.
Well, the only thing they want to know is how much them either involved or supporting the GAA.
Yeah. What did he do for the club, kind of thing.
We never talked about Mayo losing. We did. That was in last
we did that last week a little bit. Do you want to just jump into it?
Sad.
Let's just touch it a little bit.
Yeah.
It is sad, obviously, that they lost.
Yeah.
But you can't help but go, Jesus Christ, when will they ever do it?
They will when the curse is lifted.
But
and don't be nodding. You actually collectively nodded at me there.
Is it one fella that's left?
There is one fella left.
Well, let's go John Alley, that motherfucker, and get this thing done.
Nice fella, leave him alone.
No, I'm only saying,
we can wait.
How long do you have to wait?
Brendan is waving at me here saying now. Okay, so Brendan made some comments
Wow.
there. No, yeah, I blanked all of that out because we didn't hear you. But I will paraphrase. My Mr. Claffey on Midwest Radio.
Yeah, Paul's Claffey.
Paul Claffey. He's made out there was no deaths on that day. However,
he makes out there was no deaths on the day that the curse was brought upon them in 1960s.
But RTE did a fair bit of research on this as well and put a piece up just before the match.
Yeah, did your man not say something about it?
He did. He said that there was a death earlier in the weekend.
Right.
And that body was lying in Foxford Church on the night the team went through.
Did they forget about it or something?
So
How long was he fucking lying there?
He was to be buried the following day.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And when they went through, then they said, will you shut up, your man sleeping?
No, I think it was just the widow. It was the widow that did it, not the priest.
And my thing about this is what kind of special powers does this widow have and why isn't she burnt at the stake?
Because she got away with it.
But she has this special power. Yeah, witch is one word for it, man. I'd replace one letter because she's after ruining Mayo people's lives forever. But
I think though curses are something subjective. I think some people get lucky.
Okay.
Do you know, I think she just said, well, them bastards, may they never, you just say it in passing.
Oh, my mother had said, would a God forgive me beforehand?
Yeah, God forgive me, may they never wear an iron while they're all still alive.
No, that's probably what she said.
Somewhere, a star twinkles and all of a sudden it actually happens.
Yeah.
Because I know your man, the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar, Jack de Mole, I know a similar thing happened to him.
He never won in All Ireland.
No, his was different. He said that basically King Philip, who burned him at the stake, he says, you'll not be ruling France very much longer, and the Pope, you'll be dead as well, and all your friends and family.
Yeah, well,
and that's what happened.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing is because that's how all these stories end up. It's the as long as I'm alive thing or whatever the hell, or as long as these are alive or whatever, you'll never win nothing. Again.
Anyway,
but I don't know. I'd be worried again. I have to hand it to Mayo fans for the going again.
Yeah.
They're some of the best fans in the... Oh, that reminds me as well. The Mayo fans are the best fans in the country.
Yeah.
For following, like. They're just blindly. They'll blindly follow it anywhere. Now, I say they're the best fans in the world, but, you know, whatever. United fans, I have to call people out. This might not make any sense to you, and it might not make sense to some people at home, but it will to a lot of boys.
Right.
I want to start a petition, be it a GoFundMe or something along those lines, or just a petition to government. We have to stop adult men doing Cristiano Ronaldo celebration in public.
What's that about?
Now, I know, just, I had to get it out there, Ray, because otherwise...
I don't know what you're talking about.
There is an influx...
Can you explain it to a simple man?
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
right, born in Portugal.
Yeah.
He joined Manchester United many, many moon ago.
He did.
Then he said, fuck off, I don't want nothing to do with you anymore.
Yeah.
And he went off to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And he scored a big heap of goals for Real Madrid.
Lot of
and
goals.
United people still say, no, but he's our boy and we love him and we met him. Then he went to Juventus and he didn't like it in Italy at all.
But he scored another heap of goals.
Another heap of goals, Ray.
Yeah.
Too many.
For one man.
Now, he then says, I don't like it here. I'm going to go to Manchester City. And then all of the ex-Man United players called the ambulance.
Yeah.
And they ring him and they go, you can't go to Manchester City because we love you here so much. You're going to have to come back here. And he said, all right, I'll fucking go back there instead. I'm 36. I don't care where I go anyway.
Where's the problem?
This is where the real problem. I actually think Cristiano Ronaldo is the best player that's ever played the game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. Now, this is where the problem lies. I can't go anywhere without seeing fellas in their 20s, 30s and 40s running around doing the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration in front of their friends in public, and then their friends going, oh, class.
But can you describe it to me? What is it? What do you do?
They jump in the air and then they go, Sue, and they do this, like...
Oh, they put their arms out to one side.
And they jump up and they go, Sue, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have a job. Like, you're not a 5-year-old child. Right. Stop doing his fucking celebration in public.
What would they be celebrating?
Nothing.
Oh.
They just do it. I was at a pub doing a gig last week. A boy did it in the smoking area, and I shit you not, I'm not exaggerating. 2 of his friends were going, oh, class. That was it. That was it, man. He got it off to a T, like, and he was like, yeah, I know, yeah. These boys were adults, like fucking men in their 30s, like.
The funniest things annoy you.
No, that is fucking ridiculous, lads. Have a bit of respect for yourselves. Like, that is crazy to be at. So I'm going to start the petition now to stop people doing the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration in public. If you're an adult, if you're a 5-year-old child, no bother, pick your nose and do it.
Right.
So I'm bringing it up in the Dáil next week. The Healy Rays are backing it.
Oh, right. So no doubt they would anything daft like that.
They're backing it to
They'd be
high
right
end.
into it.
Yeah.
Just probably disrupting
and Mick Wallace is backing it.
Lovely.
And Ming said he would love to back it, but he's still working on getting the roof in the pool. So he said he'd get back to me at a later date and he'll back it as well. Thank you very much indeed, because it does mean it's very close to my own heart. Yeah. Cut out the Cristiano Ronaldo celebrations, lads, please now.
Just to round up my Boycie comment.
Oh, sorry. I completely could have
Yeah,
crossed
you
you for that.
completely could have crossed me.
I'm so sorry.
I have one small other item.
Go on, yeah.
Apart from being an honorary citizen of Serbia, he is also, when he passed away, his family says, look, don't send us flowers, but donations, if desired, to the...
St. Mary's Church in Killala.
No.
Go on.
The British Society for the Preservation and Goodliness of Hedgehogs.
Right.
I just found it for the two randomest things you'll find on someone passes away. Honorary citizen in Serbia, and he likes hedgehogs.
Like, some people are into certain things. Like, I get that. Like, but to be so specific as to hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs, yeah. He must have felt that they needed a bit of help.
I kind of feel bad now, because obviously I'm very sad that we lost him. Like,
yeah.
But Jesus, he's in the minority there. They're spiky bastards. I fucking hate hedgehogs, man. Big rodenty old spiky old bastards. Have you anything else, Ray, that you want to get onto before we hit the diff?
I have.
Go on.
I had a bit of a conundrum.
Go on. Countdown conundrum. Thursday night at the panel show when we're doing a countdown round. What were you saying, Ray? Come on, because
don't even talk to me about that.
You're fucking annoying me.
I'm freaking out about this show on Thursday night.
Are you actually?
Oh, I am. Last night, in the middle of the night, I got up and ran out of the bed, and all of a sudden I nearly hit the wall. Right?
You thought you were going through fucking platform 9 3/4.
She said I did it so fast that I brought the phone. I actually managed to bring the phone with me. Right? So the phone with me, I was over by the wall. She was like, what's wrong with you? And I said, don't move. I turned on the flashlight and I started running the flashlight over the duvet on my side of the bed.
Oh, jeez, I wouldn't do that now.
I had seen a swan.
Swan or two of them?
There was a swan. There was in my head, there was a swan on the bed, and I was telling, and then Laura asked me later, why are you telling me not to move? If there was a swan on the bed, would that be not something that you said, get out?
Get out!
Yeah,
but
I was trying to figure out, was it a swan? Because in my head, I was going, why is there a swan on my bed? That's how stressed out I am about Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with, like, how is that in correlation with a panel show, like?
Because you start freaking out about stuff.
Because the 6th person, we never told you, it's a big old fucking swan. Anyway, go on anyway.
Yeah,
You're
the
going to tell me
conundrum.
something. Yeah, go
Just
on.
one small conundrum. I want you to help me with this.
Hit me with it,
Give
Ray.
me some advice.
Agony Kendy, here we go.
A good friend of the podcast, Katie Casty.
Right.
She's abroad in Austria at the minute.
Yeah.
She does listen.
She does.
Yeah, and she tagged me in something there about a week ago.
She did.
On the Instagram. And that was a picture of a girl who looked like Laura.
Okay.
And she said...
Dangerous.
She put a comment on it. She said, Ray, is this your Bjor?
This your Bjor?
Yeah.
Now, fucking listen. I've had this with a friend of mine before where I saw a picture of his missus, right? And I said, look at the head on this one. She's the head off your missus. And he said, no. Don't fucking send me that.
But, yeah,
because
so
you don't
just
know.
Privately sent it.
Yeah, because if you go, they might say that girl is rotten or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're a bastard again. We've talked about this before. Men are bastards.
Men are bastards. So I was very aware of the fact that at any point I could now be a bastard, because how do you reply?
Because obviously sweating.
Katie expected me to, because she's called me out. She said, at Ray McAndrew,
excuse me, Ray, in front of everybody.
In front of everybody
this
on the
looks
internet.
like your Bjor.
Is this
your Bjor?
Is this your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Right?
And who was the fella that she had the picture of? No, I'm Buddy Best. That's terrible.
This girl, in fairness, it looked like if Laura had a twin sister, it looked like her.
Oh, you fucking don't corner yourself like that, Ray.
Why?
Because now you're fucked. You idiot.
No,
you're an idiot, Ray. Why would you say that? Oh, you think I look like that rotten yolk on the internet anyway? That's going to come up in the next argument.
But what I was saying...
Well, Laura, you were down the town chatting to 5 lads. Well, why wouldn't I? You think I look like that rotten yolk on the internet? That fucking Katie Cassidy tagged me in. You both think I look like that rotten yolk? How would you not see that's where it's going to go?
But I was trying to think what I can reply back to it. You can't say... No, it's not.
Yeah, because that's insulting to Katie.
Because
what do you want about Katie, you bitch? I don't even know you, right?
Yeah.
Blocked her.
You can't say something like, I wish. Because then you're in trouble then, no? Will you stop? If
fucking that.
You know.
Well, you can't, obviously, then you're worried about then saying, oh, it does look like her or whatever.
Yeah, and then Laura sees it and goes, that looks
she's
nothing like me.
She's rotten, what are you on about?
Rotten thing,
yeah.
You're rotten! I still haven't replied.
Oh, fuck.
I just liked it and hope it'd disappear into the
ether of the internet and the Facebooks. Yeah. Well, the 24-hour news cycle, Ray, that'll be gone.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm glad we talked about it here, though. In front of 1,000 people, like.
The only reason I can talk about it is because I did pluck up the coverage.
The coverage? I got the 4G one day and I said I'd ring her.
When I got off the plane, I had the coverage to pluck it up. So I plucked up the courage to say it, Laura. I said, Katie Cassidy tagged me in something, and I don't know. Now, at this point, I was confident enough I didn't think it was going to insult Laura.
Okay.
Do you know?
Okay.
So I showed her the picture, and I said, and I just waited for, hell to break loose.
You were shitting yourself.
It was on the
I'd say you were shy yourself.
I did it in a public place, so it was all right.
Right, okay.
But no, Laura said, oh, Jesus, yeah, she's lovely.
Thank God.
So she took it well.
How'd you get that lucky?
Fucking
hell, man.
But we did then talk about, I said, what do I say back to Katie? And Laura said, there's absolutely nothing you can say back to Katie without making an absolute mess of it.
So you're not allowed to talk to her?
That's it, me and Katie.
So she said, look, there's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
Just block her. Just cut her out of your life, Ray. And never bring this up ever again. Okay? Never show me a picture of any other girl looking like me or not.
Yeah.
Ever.
We have a shout out to do.
Oh, we do actually. Have you got the name or do you want me to get the name? You have the name.
Dean Walsh.
Dean Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, fair play to him. He messaged on the page and he said, can I have a shout out? We said, no shagging bother, Dean.
We're not
fair play
charging
to you,
for them
boy.
yet.
We're not charging for them yet at all.
Yeah.
We could be on one of those, I just see a big load of celebrities who are struggling on those...
things for singing happy birthday to someone.
Yeah.
I don't get much business.
Man, that is fair scraping though. I feel bad, like... Do you know who's on it?
Who?
Your man from the 90-year-old fiancé. 90-year-old fiancé. 90-day fiancé.
Is there a fella...
You know your man with the... Oh, that fella with the big... You know that fella? He put mayonnaise in his hair.
There's very few people that know that fella.
Nah, everyone knows that fella. Everyone knows what I'm on about. He's got a big old neck like that fella. You know that fella. He's about 2 foot tall. People like that are on this selling. And like, I'd love to know how much they're charging. Like,
I think it varies.
Yeah, they can charge whatever they want. Like, is the idea.
I think a man from Counting Road is doing it for about $150.
Jeez, he must be fair struggling, man.
Yeah. He's not... Well, he probably has time in his hands and he likes wishing people well.
Like, it's just a bit mad that they just go... You know, whose name is on it today? Well, you have to say hello to Shane, you have to say hello to Dimpna, and you have to... Well, there's no Dimpnas a lot of the time in the Mediterranean. But you know what I mean? Like, it is a bit of an odd whatever. I don't know. We don't think we do well in it at all.
I don't think we will do... We've had 3 requests, I'd say, in the course of 3 years.
Yeah.
So if we were charging, and I don't, what could you charge? 20 quid?
Well, if we're going to do it at that rate, so 3 requests in 3 years, if we want to make it financially viable, we'd have to charge about 15 grand a request. So we could do that if you want. But here's the thing. We're shite at shout-outs for people. The videos go on for about 5 minutes.
They're nice. People enjoy them.
No!
Have you had any feedback from them saying they didn't enjoy them?
Listen to this now, right?
I'm listening.
Give me a name.
Paddy Malloy.
Why'd you pick Paddy Malloy?
Why wouldn't I pick Paddy Malloy? It's the first name that comes to my mind. Anytime anyone asks me to pick a name, Paddy Malloy is the
He's
first
come
one I
straight
think
into
of.
your head.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
How could you not love that
That's
big,
very
happy,
odd.
smiley Donegal fella?
Listen to this. Paddy Malloy! Hey, fair play to you, boy. A big happy birthday. The boys asked us to make this video. I hope you enjoy us, and we'll see you again very soon.
And that's it.
In and out.
Yeah.
Right? When you do it with Ray McAndrew, it's no, come here. Kendy, when you keep talking again though, Ray, I've been talking for 12 minutes, please, man. I said happy birthday 36 times. Please. I sang it 4 times. I got the guitar out twice. That's what the videos are like, man, when we do them.
Yeah, but we put everything into them.
No, we don't. Yeah, but everything.
Quality.
We definitely do. The shite, half the good bit.
Well, if you want one, give us a shout.
Yeah.
I've already opened the floodgates there now.
15 grand
Yeah.
for the birthday shout outs. Because we only do one a year, like, so we have to make it financially viable, you know.
Sure.
Otherwise. Is there any other crack we have to get to, or you want to just do another reminder of this thing? Ray is genuinely
pit of my stomach sick.
Yeah. And he doesn't do well on these kind of things, like. And here's the thing we didn't tell you about yet. We're filming it, like. So we're filming it to be edited and then sent out as a show, like a TV thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very original idea too.
Oh, yeah, but you look,
2
if it's
teams
not,
of 3.
if it's not broke, leave it alone, Ray.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? So we're doing it for that reason. Like, Ray does not do well on live things. He drinks a bottle of Buckfast for every live show we do.
Yeah. So I'm well out of it.
Yeah, so he's out by the time it gets there, like.
Yeah.
And you get all gammy eye and everything. Like, but
Key-eyed is the
but
call.
we always get through, like.
Oh, we get through it, yeah. And
Do you know what I mean?
I'll be fine after.
And the thing about this one is we're surrounded by actual funny people, so it won't matter.
We should be able to depend on them to keep the thing going.
Anyway, lads, that is 1:30. Thank you very much to the Blind Tiger and Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. And don't forget
food items.
And wonderful food items.
Yeah.
And don't forget, this Thursday night, the I Haven't a Clue panel show live in Anderson's. Tickets online at sofunnycomedy.ie or ticketweb.ie. We'll see you then, Ray. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.